All right, AJT fam, let's do our morning recap here. We just finished with the trader mindset session, getting the video uploaded. So hopefully you guys will get that. Those of you that weren't here, you'll get the video and the PDF, and you'll get a chance to go through it and give me some feedback on it. These are the last couple of lessons for this evolution. Gonna get it hot and heavy. The next one will kick off in a few weeks, and we'll open it up to I think I've got space for like 10 new people that can come in, so we'll see how that works out. So this morning, first trade, let's go. We're gonna have to go back to last week, all right, or last night. All right, so shoot, let me do this. If I don't, you'll be paying attention to the wrong stuff. All right, so last night, and it's not an excuse. It's my completely 100% my fault for making the mistake that I made. I fell asleep, after lunch and just kind of checking to see what's going on. I fell asleep, and I woke up, and it was like 4:03 or 4:05, something like that. So I woke up, and I came running in to check to see if there's anything on earnings. AI was the one that looked good. It had already reported, so I waited. Here's the announcement candle. I got in. It did make a big move down, but didn't quite get to my target. I think my target was 27.50, the first target, and then it ripped back up, and I had to stop out. Now, I didn't have a choice but to stop out. It was maxing me out. So then I flipped it. After it opened down here, tested, and it started pushing back up. Once it made another high, I bought. And then up here, I just kept buying until I got my whole position in. And then that didn't work. It fell all the way back. And so, and this is my fault, because I bought it under the announcement candle, and I bought it under the high, the daily highs. I should not have bought it until it got over 32.50, but I didn't. Had to eat this, so I was in a pretty decent hole, and I got it. Once I took this out, I went short again, and I went heavy. I have to admit, I went a little bit. I went in my full size versus, waiting and adding again once it settled and all that stuff. So I had an order at 29. It didn't hit. So as it bounced back, it came back down, and it looked like we were just going to flatline. So I went ahead and took some off and closed out. Closed out that deal. So it was pretty messed up. This is the P&L. You could see I was still down 376.38, but I still had about $1,200 worth of profit that I hadn't taken on this. So I still had, some 1,700 shares left out there on this thing. But I had worked my way back to, had I taken this off, I would have been break even. I mean, not break even, I'd have been up. on that and up on the day. But yesterday was a fiasco. We already covered that. But let's get to today. AI this morning. I did take profit here at the LRC. We did open, and then push up a little bit, and then caught the second target here at that level. Didn't quite get the 25. 25 was the next level that I had. It didn't quite get to 25. It got stuck here about 25.50ish, right in here, and it bounced. Ended up taking me out for a profit stop on the last little piece. So really good trade on AI from yesterday. I started out in the hole and brought it all the way back around. Another example of you have to have conviction, not just confidence in your strategy and your ability, but conviction. I knew what my issue was. I knew why I was acting the way I was acting. But I had to take a step back, read the chart, and let the chart guide me. You don't hesitate or anything. And a lot of it goes back to the session we had today on perception. All of that stuff works hand in hand. But we were able to work it out. Each and every one of you guys can do that. You've got to get rid of that negative perception so that it could release that fear and you could come in and execute, without fear or anything. Alright, so EMPH. If you guys use the alternative scan, a screener that I use when we don't really have any earnings, you've got to do it at night or do it before 8 o'clock in the morning, before FinViz kicks off with pre-market stuff. You saw on the low scan was EMPH, and once this thing took out the 5-minute open range low, we got in, but it bounced. Here's another issue that we talked about this today. We're going to kind of talk about it next week because we're going to go over a lot more examples about how the market can, the things in the market that can cause us fear and react the wrong way. We're going to look at a lot of that stuff because I want to get the fear of the market out of you so that you could trade freely. So here we get in. When I get in on a lower day break, which is basically a 5-minute open range low, I don't have an issue with it bouncing, because I know once it breaks the low, you're going to have people short taking profit. They're going to want to take profit, into the people that are either buying or selling. Here I'm shorting, so I'm selling. So people that bought, that's going to start buying, that was short already, that's going to start covering, they're going to start buying into our sell orders, and the market's going to bounce. This happens all the time, and there shouldn't be any reason for us not to expect a little move against us if we're playing breakouts or breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? So that's what doesn't cause me any fear, doesn't cause me any negative emotions. I may talk junk about it, but it doesn't affect my mindset. So we came down, we hit the first target. 118 was the second target. kind of missed it by 16, 17 cents. And here we got taken out on the recovery. See, it's kind of bounced back. So base hit on that. Not a bad trade. LLY was a really nice trade. This is another one that was on that alternative scan. Unfortunately, this one and ADBE were $500 stocks. Not everybody can play 500. But if you could trade 100 shares on it, you can make money off of these things. But this is, nice. This is a split profit target because the linear, I didn't see the linear regression channel that close. So I had to split it. 570 was my first target, but I had to take some here and then had to take some at 570. And then the next target was up here at 572.50. Final target was 575. It did poke up over 576, but I got the meat of the move. And that is all we could do. All we could do right here. So that's our day today. Really, really nice day. Not sure that the market's going to open back up. We had a lot of you members really nailed Meta this morning. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You were patient. You waited for it to work its way over the 50-day moving average, over the daily pivot here at 336. You took it, and look at the move you got. Really, really nice move. So if you took advantage of that, and you guys got that, I love it. So just like Nvidia yesterday, I wasn't trading Nvidia, but you guys caught it. And that's what this is all about. You'll be able to go off and do this on your own. And you won't need me other than to call and tell me, Ed, look at what you made. You can throw some bucks my way. I'll take a percentage. I'm not too proud. But just kidding. I'm not Tony Soprano. But it really makes me feel good and makes what I do worthwhile. That's what teachers look for. And that's what keeps us going. So really proud of you guys over the last couple of days. Just keep it up. I see a lot of you. The trader mindset is really, really helping you guys take your trading to the next level. So it is a beautiful thing to see. So you guys have a great break until later on today. I'll catch up with you then.